Welcome to the news update. We start with major baseball drama as the Chicago Cubs suffer a brutal blow. Starter Matthew Boyd will require surgery on his meniscus and is heading to the injured list. We dive into exactly how this fluke injury happened and what it means for the team's immediate future.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the fallout from Matthew Boyd's surgery. This is bad news for the Cubs, and we break down the speculation surrounding his season and the potential moves ahead. Find out who might step into that starting role and what the team is doing to address the situation. Now shifting gears to the game preview. We analyze the Chicago Cubs versus the Cincinnati Reds matchup happening Wednesday. We look at the incredible streak the Cubs are on and the performance of key players like Colin Rea against the Reds. Finally, we look at the incredible momentum behind the Cubs. We break down their historic winning streaks and the statistics behind their recent performance against the Reds. Don't miss the action tonight on Marquee Sports Network. Stay tuned for more breaking news. The Chicago Cubs are facing a significant blow as starting pitcher Matthew Boyd is set for surgery on his meniscus and will be placed on the injured list. Craig Counsell confirmed the news ahead of Wednesday night's matchup against the Cincinnati Reds. According to Taylor McGregor of Marquee Sports Network, the injury was a fluke incident that occurred while Boyd was playing with his children, and he is now expected to miss an extended period. Boyd's absence comes at a challenging time for the Cubs. He was coming off what was arguably the best season of his career, posting a 3.21 ERA over 31 starts and earning an All-Star selection. However, his 2026 campaign has been less successful, marked by a 6 ERA over his first 5 starts and 16 earned runs allowed. Boyd has also previously been sidelined for a bicep strain. Despite this setback, Boyd remains a crucial component of the Cubs' rotation. His command is highly valued. He limits walks to just 6 over 24 innings pitched, and his strikeout rate of 31% places him in the 92nd percentile, while his chase rate of 37.7% is in the 95th percentile. Losing a pitcher with such strong command is expected to create major difficulties for the team, forcing the Cubs to seek another left-handed option. This injury compounds existing concerns within the organization. The Cubs' bullpen has been severely depleted by injuries over the first 2 months, including the year-long absence of breakout arm Cade Horton due to Tommy John surgery, and a delayed return for Justin Steele following a rehab setback. Furthermore, the relief corps has seen numerous pitchers hit the injured list, including Caleb Thalbar, Hunter Harvey, Porter Hodge, Jordan Wicks, Riley Martin, and Ethan Roberts, though they have managed to maintain a winning streak. The question now shifts to succession planning. Potential candidates to step into Boyd's starting role include Javier Assad, who has accumulated previous starts, and Ben Brown, whom the team has previously tested in that capacity. Speculation is also mounting about potential trades, especially given that Shota Imanaga is currently the only left-handed pitcher among the key group. The team faces a difficult period as they navigate multiple injuries across both the starting rotation and the bullpen. The Chicago Cubs are facing significant news following the injury to player Matthew Boyd, who is scheduled to undergo meniscus surgery. This development is expected to have a substantial impact on the team's immediate plans. Analysts suggest that Boyd's injury could likely end his season. In the interim, speculation is mounting that Javier Assad will assume the rotation spot, and team management, including Jed Hoyer, will expedite efforts to trade for a starting pitcher. The situation remains fluid, and further updates are anticipated as this breaking news unfolds. Separately, the Cubs have made a roster move, designating Charlie Barnes for assignment to clear a spot on the 40-man roster for Trent Thornton. This sequence of events signals a challenging period for the team as they navigate personnel changes and player injuries. The Chicago Cubs are looking to extend their winning streak, heading into a matchup against the Cincinnati Reds. The game preview, scheduled for Wednesday, May 6th at 6:40 p.m. CT, will focus on key pitching matchups and recent team performance. Regarding the pitching staff, Colin Rea has been performing solidly in the Cubs' rotation, succeeding Cade Horton's season-ending injury. This follows a challenging year for Rea against the Reds last season, where he struggled with a 6.62 ERA across 3 starts, allowing 4 home runs in 17.2 innings, though his performance in a recent start on September 18, 2025, against Cincinnati was excellent, featuring 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, and 11 strikeouts. Conversely, Brady Singer has not faced the Cubs in 2025, having last pitched against them in July 2024 in Kansas City with a 7-inning shutout. However, Singer's 2026 season has been difficult, as he has already allowed 7 home runs in just 29.2 innings, suggesting that one or more Cubs pitchers could exploit this vulnerability. For fans following the game, coverage is available on Marquee Sports Network, with live streaming accessible via MLB.com Game Day. Detailed game previews, including this report, are posted on the MLB.com Baseball Reference.com site. Discussion threads are managed through specific formats, including a story stream and a live thread, which post leading up to and immediately following the game. Fans are encouraged to engage respectfully on the dedicated Reds site, SB Nation Reds site, and other platforms. The Chicago Cubs enter their matchup against the Cincinnati Reds with a potent combination of impressive historical streaks and strong recent performance. The Cubs are currently riding a significant winning streak, having secured 7 consecutive victories where their opponents entered the game with winning records. This marks the 109th such streak since 1901, and it is the 5th time in any such streak where they have won 7 in a row against teams that were above .500. Tonight's and tomorrow's wins could extend this run to 9 consecutive victories, tying the team's all-time record of 9 straight wins from September 16 to 27, 1935, which remains the National League record for consecutive wins. Furthermore, the Cubs boast a remarkable 13-game winning streak at home, marking their 19th double-digit home winning streak in the modern era since 1901. This home dominance at Wrigley Field is their 15th such streak, continuing a tradition of sustained success. This streak follows a 18-game run from September 4 to 22, 1935, which propelled them to the pennant, and a 13-game streak in 2001. In terms of recent form, the Cubs are in excellent shape, holding a 17-3 record in their last 20 games, a strong performance compared to previous 17-3 stretches. The team's pitching staff has also shown resilience. Colin Rea has been solid in the rotation following an injury, and while Brady Singer has been effective in past outings, his recent performance suggests potential for the Cubs to challenge the Reds' offense. This contest represents the Cubs' 83rd series against the Reds at Wrigley Field since 1994, marking the first season of the Central Division. Historically, the Cubs have performed well in this series, including sweeping 4 games in 2018 and going 3-1 in 4 series in 2023. Looking at the pitching matchup, while Colin Rea has shown recent promise against the Reds offense presents a challenge, particularly concerning Brady Singer's potential vulnerability. The focus remains on how the Cubs' momentum and pitching depth will translate into success against the Cincinnati lineup.